There we go. Hello out there in YouTube land. This is my latest version. Oh, this is Robert Cooper from Kingman, Arizona. This is my latest version of my YouTube video linking system where it creates URL files and lists so you can watch YouTube videos in iframes, and you could manually do this. You could take the iframe code, put it in a file, HTML file, like that over and over and over, as many as you want, save it, and then load it. This just gives you a little more options. You can save the URLs, you can create the page. Down here is the new thing I just did. We'll get into that into a minute, but I want to show you the buttons on this. But I did previous videos on this one. Of course, that's the home page. That's the MIT license. And here's the how-to video. I'll replace that link there with this new video. And the reset form, this new generation of this version 1.6, this is 3 pages. You have the outer one, which is an index .html. Then you have this one, which says rows, is a rows.html, and if you change the mode, this is vertical HTML. So this here is actually a frame, iframe, and the wrapper is the index.html. So there's 3 pages involved. And if you do a reset, all that does, it won't work right now because I'm on a different setup. But if I go back, I'll go back to the rows. Online on the web, when you do a reset, it just reloads the index.html file and clears everything back to the rows version. Now rows, you'll see here in a second. Let me do that. The way you get you have to get the embed code for the iframe. Now this one is a little different down to the drag and drop. This one you can manually type the embed URL link, or you can go here and go to share and embed. Sometimes you can right click like this and highlight it, and you can get it like that, right? Then you can just drag it over here like this. That's the embed video. So anything that says embed on the YouTube, that's your embed link you need, right? Or you can drag and copy, and then click in here, and on a keyboard, Control V. Oh, okay. Well, I already did that one. It does a validation, so I'll do another one here. We'll go to share, and we go to embed, and I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to click in here and go Control V, and there's the second one. That's the same as this one right here, right there. You can see it, XJG, right? Now, I can download the URLs, or I can generate a display. Let's just do the display. We'll go generate display, and this is the rows version. So if I go generate, there's 2 of them in a row. That's what those 2 videos are, like that. If I switch to vertical, of course, vertical, I lose the inputs here. I don't have it set up where it transmits one to the other because they're separate pages. So, which is kind of a drawback. However, you can import, if you know anything about the HTML and JavaScript, I'll clear this by doing a reload and the page. So we're back at rows still. You can actually import links that you save. There's 10 of them, right? And if I go generate, it'll display them in a new page. So those are right there, right? And I think there you go. See how there are rows right here? They look like they're vertical, but they're just, those are too large for the frame or the page. So these are in rows like that. So if I change the mode to vertical and I go ahead and import them, it tells me I imported them, and then I do a display here like that, I generate, it truly is vertical. You can see they're vertical right there like that. So we'll go back And so down here, if you do a download, let's open our downloads folder. So there's no file in here right now. I'm going to make this on top all the time. If you do a download, watch for the file over here. It generates a vertical because that's format. And if we look at that code, you indeed see, because they have the two break right here, that makes them go vertical. Now, if you wanted these to go horizontal, across and down, just take those two out on that file like that. Or if you want to do rows, you'd have to switch back over and do the row part of it like that. You can also the save URLs. That is related to this here. So if you save it, let's see what it did. There's the URL list. And if we open it, there's all 10 that we just dropped in there. That's the save down here. This is saving them as the actual URLs here, right? Which can be imported if it's provided in the list up here. If that's part of the code. That's a little more technical. However, down here, if we do to download the vertical file like that, that's what we get right here. And that's the actual HTML code is what that is. Where the other one, this one here, is actually, we did it again there, is the actual links, which I think is kind of useful for someone that wants to use those. You could do both. So that's that part. This is version 1.6, and I can't do a let's go back. Okay, we're back to the main thing. Okay, now here's the latest creation I did. This accepts the whole iframe, the whole iframe code here like this. And let's go back to the first one here, right? So it's a drag and drop right into it, and you'll see what it does. Is that cool or what? So we'll go to the next one. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to drag all 15 of these. Be right back. Controls. Yeah. Well, that ain't going to work. Well, I guess I'm not. Wrong key. Okay, well, I'm going to do a few of these. I'm not going to do all 15.
So really, what did you expect was going to happen when you have Grand Cherokee?
I'm not going to do all 15 of these. Got to rotate this down here like that. Let's just do 3. Then all you do is click down here where it says generate D&D page, and there's the file. Downloaded it, and if I launch that, well, we'll look in the file. It's right there, generated content. Now if I right click that and open that in Google Chrome, there's the 3 files right there. Now this one's the drag and drop, right? This one here, I just did those, right? You can't click here. That's just sitting there. It's in a buffer array waiting to be generated, right? However, this one here is.
Not unless you have a sugar daddy out there. You have someone that's paying all your expenses.
Now, I have seen some of the videos that will not play locally or off of YouTube play in here. I can't say everyone will, but some do. Maybe let's see if there's one here. I think I got one. Let me see. Maybe not. Try to think.
Work hard, get an education.
Yeah, here we go.
That may not be what if?
Sorry about that. Automatic play. I don't like it. So we're going to try this one here. Because generally you can't play these off of YouTube. Yeah, see. So what's neat about this is, I'm glad I found that one. What's neat about this is that if you find a video that won't play off of YouTube, then you just that's kind of like, okay, well it's there now. What do I do? Well, you just go over here and go to another one and go like that and drag it in the same place, and it's no longer there. I think that's pretty good. You know, that helps out. Now you can also drag text. Say if I was only going to drag this part, well, let me do this one here. Sometimes it'll just let me drag the link. Yeah, let's do this. Go over here. I'm going to drag the link. Well, see, that's not valid. All it does is put a link there, and if you generate that, nothing's going to happen. Of course, it's got that question mark in there, like that. If we go back here, it does override it, right? So it's made up. It's made to accept the actual iframe code. You can drag the iframe code from Rumble also. The only problem is, this is configured for 560 by 315. I have it a little bigger so it doesn't wrap. I'm sorry, Rumble videos are usually 640 by 480. So, which that can be changed in the code to accommodate if it's always Rumble videos. And I can set up, like I have over here, I have set it up where I can actually type manually. This is a width and height for all of the whatever's generated. That's so if I change this to 320 to 180 by 180, then all the videos that get produced, whether they're rows or vertical, they're all 320 by 180, right? I can also make it so that, you know, when you drop a Rumble in there, it automatically resizes that part of it too. But that's a little more code and not that big a deal. But I mainly did this for YouTube videos because the thing about when you drag YouTube videos like this, or watch them, I should say, offline in an iframe. Oh, I'm not offline, but off of YouTube in an iframe, there's no ads. So you have adless. You know, some of these videos that YouTube has now, the ads like every 2 minutes. So in an hour-long video, you could get 15 or 16 ads. Watching them off of YouTube in iframe, and there's no ads. Rumble's a different story. Rumble, you still get ads, but they're not quite as, a couple ads in the start and a few ads throughout the whole hour video as what Rumble does. But some of the videos on YouTube right now, it seems like they're every 2 minutes. Now, another thing too is when you do it this way, is you can actually set these for start at whatever time you want, and that will actually modify the code up here. So when you go over here, so if you find something or set a series of things, of videos that always start at 3 minutes, like after an intro, you can go here and set this at 3 minutes and drag the code over, and now you got all the videos that are already generated that are set to go at 3. I mean, I agree that some people are saying like, well, I can just drag them into a text file and do the same thing. Yeah, you can drag them into a text file, except that you can't tell if it's going to bomb out with that that one code with the this one here. You're not going to be able to tell. Well, let me go up here. If it's going to do that in a text file, this will. So overall, that's going to save time, I think. So, but that's all for now. I'll do another video. It's a little different, but this one set it for 15. And yes, if you do a generate like that and you do open it, it does have the full 15, and the other ones are blank. So the only ones can see are the ones. There's the one that it won't play. However, you can play it on YouTube by clicking that. And there are some videos that some of the content providers will not let you watch iframed videos off YouTube. All I can say is that I have had a few that normally would not play through this system are now playing. So I don't know if these are not really iframes. These are innerHTML containers for JavaScript. This is an iframe that YouTube does, right? But the actual place or container that it sits in is not an iframe. It's a JavaScript innerHTML container. I hope that's helpful. You feel free to comment, like, share, let other people know about watching, generating these pages, these HTML pages with the iframes in it, so you can watch ads without the watch the videos without the ads. And you gotta admit, this does look pretty cool. I mean, I like it. Okay, well, thank you.